they do? Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm dying. Coming at you today with podcast number 266 with Rising Star Larry on VeVe, life, marketing, OMI. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi.
We're going on, Dashi.
My man, getting this bread, going in, and obviously with the podcast, but also going to these events and representing VeVe there when you don't have to. It's just for the love of the game. And I want to go way back and start because we got you for an hour. We got to be quick here. When did the love of the game start? What was the love of the game? What was the first love of the game for you? Was it being able to eat as many bowls of cereal while watching Saturday morning cartoons? Was it, getting there first at the skate park? What was your first love of the game?
Oh man, getting out of school, getting home, eating a bowl of cereal, watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my man, I think I showed you, right?
Oh man, oh yeah. Yeah, man, that was the love of the game, man. And I grew up playing Super Nintendos, Sega. You remember Dreamcast?
I do. I think it was either my first experience with Tony Hawk was on Dreamcast because they had that game for that too. Yeah. And yeah, good times.
Good times, man. And hopefully VeVe, have Dragon Ball Z. I hope, we need some anime, VeVe. We need some anime.
Yeah, we could hope one day. I mean, licensing deals tend to take a while. I assume they've been working on it for quite some time. Even stuff like DC Comics, all that jazz. So the Dragon Ball Z, going, you had the cereal. Were you a Kix kind of person? Were you a Pops? Were you Count Chocula? Fruity Pebbles? What was your vice for cereal?
Kabooms.
Might be showing my age here. I don't know what kabooms are.
Oh man, what about King Vitamins?
The what?
King Vitamins.
No.
It started there. Then I upgraded to Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Frosted Flakes.
Okay, so love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Frosted Flakes, I was never allowed to have. Same with Cookie Crisp. It was too much candy. I was like, you guys the same thing. Anyway, I'm looking at kabooms right now.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Yeah, going way back. All right, so this is kind of like a Fruity Pebbles, but also mixed in with because it's toasted oat with marshmallow circus shapes. Oh, they had the little tiny ones too. Oh, okay. All right. No, I have not had these. I have had Lieutenant Crunch though, the dollar store version of Captain Crunch, and it was still pretty good. It was pretty legit. So watching Dragon Ball Z, I don't know about you. At least for us in the '90s, we had the idea that certain types of anime, at least for me, it kind of shaped who I was. Did you get that with other types of anime, or was it just DBZ for you?
Oh man, it was basically no man. It was DBZ. That was my heart, man. I literally cut everything off. If playing sports, basketball after school, I got to get home and watch Dragon Ball Z first. I mean, I watched Naruto too. The newer version of anime, like One Piece. I haven't gotten into that yet.
One Piece is such a large undertaking because there's 1,500 episodes. It's insane. But you have stuff like Death Note that's 30 something episodes. That's a nice quick thing. Like Madoka Magica, which, be advised, I did not watch that of my own volition. My ex-girlfriend made me watch it, and I'm glad she did, because the first 4 episodes you're just this is almost like a not good version of Sailor Moon, and then it goes oh, I didn't know all this. This is okay. Oh, so you get, it's so good, but you don't realize it at first because it's these middle school girls, and there's weird some fan service in there. I was like, babe, what are you having me watch? And then she's like, just keep watching, and I can't. She's coming on the podcast next week. But yeah, there's some really good ones. Are you more mainstream anime, or are you more like you like to find stuff that is off the cuff, like that is not popular?
I mean, I like I'm a movie type of guy, but if it's interesting me, then I'll watch it. But if not, then And like time, man, I got a question for you,
Yeah.
and I hope you got an answer.
Okay.
How can I get more than 24 hours in a day? Because 24 hours ain't enough.
Um, I mean, it would take a lot of setup. You'd have to business meeting here, business meeting there, slowly lose an hour every day traveling from West Coast, Mountain Time, Central, East Coast, I guess the eastern part of Canada, go to Russia, and then eventually, after a couple of weeks, make your way to New Zealand, and then you start your day there, and then let's say it's January 5th. You can like for a good 24 hours continuously be January 5th at like 12 o'clock, as long as you have good Wi-Fi or Starlink. You could actually probably get like 36, like almost like 40 hours in that day, traveling from New Zealand, having meetings all the way to like Hawaii. That'd probably be the only time that you could probably do that, traveling from east to west, and saving that time while having me, because you can't just travel, because you want to be productive. You want to have the meetings while you're in the air.
How bad that jet lag gonna be?
It's going to be horrible. You're gonna not want to live. Aside from that, it's just okay. Well, what do you do in your, like what's the limiting factor? Is it like ADD and I can't concentrate for more than 8 hours, 10 hours in a day, or is it sleep and I need, like, because I mean you can negate the need for sleep with some espresso shots from Starbucks, or taking some Adderall, which I'm not recommending. But if you needed extra hours in the day, waking hours, you could do that. But again, you run that risk of crashing, like as soon as it's over.
Yeah, I literally only get probably like 4 hours of sleep a day right now because
Oh
I got so much going on, man. Like my life is very busy, but I was glad I was able to, meet y'all at DCon, man. Like that was a dope experience, Like that was my first con I ever been to.
dude, you look so fly too. I was like, oh, whoa, you look so good there.
Hey man, shout out to KC, cause I was on a stream and I heard her say, make sure y'all dressed to impress. And that's the last thing I heard. So, I was like, well, if everybody gonna come out looking stylish, I want to look a little stylish too. This is my first time meeting everybody, and I don't want to be underdressed.
Yeah, I really like that she said that too, because sometimes, yeah, people there are just like, in whatever, and I've been guilty of that too, because I like to be comfortable. But then I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's go in and get this bread. And then she gave me,
Yeah, you got it, man. I mean, roll up in the limousine,
yeah,
fly white shirt, I saw you. I saw you.
she gave me, I think, the best compliment that I've had over the last couple of months, where she said, like, Randy, like, I don't even know if I want to ask you. I was like, "Yeah, ask me anything. Like, we're friends." And she's like, "Did you get lipo?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet," because I lost so much weight. I was like, "No, but thank you so much." That was, I'm still riding that high. I'll ride that high for the rest of the year. Um,
Yeah, I've been watching, man. Hey, man, keep up the good work, man. You motivating me to get back to working out because I got to make time. Like health is important, man. Health is wealth.
yeah. It's I mean, it starts with diet. I know, obviously, me giving you like the crazy sodium packed wonton soup is not going to help, but it's when you're sick, so whatever. Um, yeah, it's just that, and honestly, like, even if it's just like 30 minutes a day, where you just like, okay, how I do as many push-ups as I can, as many pull-ups as I can, as many V-ups as I can, and you just do that constantly for 30 minutes, and that, I obviously, it kind of sucks because, like, after you work out, you kind of have to shower, unless you don't, in which case, God bless the people around you. Um, so yeah, it's not just the workout, because I'm lucky. I live pretty close to a gym, It's a 4-minute drive, and so that's really nice. But even if I don't have time, like there are certain days, like tomorrow, Mondays are always busy for me, so I'll either have to do it like super early in the morning, or I'll just bang out pull-ups or whatever there. But yeah, you mentioned you're really busy as well. Aside from going to cons and representing VeVe, what else you got going on?
I work. I'm a single dad, so man, dealing with my daughter, getting her to school, from school. Like, I'm gonna give you my schedule. So I wake up at 4:30. No, I'll be up by 3:30. I get her up at 4:30. We got to leave the house by 5. So like, it take a village to raise a child. So I drop my daughter off to my sister before I have to head to work. So I get to work at 6, work from 6 to 2, get off, and then I have a little me time. I don't have to pick her up until 6, but I have podcast interviews, so I have to schedule them, get them done before I pick her up. And I pick her up at 6 o'clock. We got to eat dinner and start all over again. So in the process, like, I really don't sleep, because like after we eat dinner, I get to bed. So I'm still emailing and networking with other people to come on the podcast. It's a never-ending story. But I love it. I love it.
I love that song, The Never Ending Story. You see Stranger Things?
Nah, man, I gotta watch it now. Everybody talking about it. I
Bro.
haven't watched one episode, but I keep hearing everybody talk about it.
That's my shirt. The Hellfire Club. They don't make the Hellfire Club until like season 4, but it's in season 3, the song "Never Ending Story," like from the movie, that it makes an appearance, and it's like, it's so good.
Yeah, I have been watching Dairy Time. Is it Dairy?
Oh, Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, Welcome to. Yeah, I've been watching that little series, man. Been kind
I
of interesting.
I had a lady friend come over a few weeks back, and she had the HBO Max, and she's just like, "Want to watch Welcome to Derry?" I was like, "Yes, please." So we watched an episode, and I wanted to like watch more. I think only one episode was out at the time, and then I had mentioned to her that I never really watched the Twilight series, so we watched the first 2 movies of that. So that was cool. I did place 3rd in a Jacob lookalike contest years ago, though, when I had the short hair and the muscle. That was good times. So obviously sometimes it's a little easier on the weekends, because you don't have to drop your daughter off anywhere or pick her up from school. You can kind of like hang with her. Do you take her to conventions?
I haven't yet, but we definitely will be in New York Comic Con next year.
Yeah.
I got family up there, and I talked to my mom too. So while I go out and enjoy the nightlife, my daughter got a babysitter. Well, I got a babysitter.
Yeah.
So my mom, like, I already got it planned out. I talked to her about it. We're gonna go visit family while we up there. I haven't been to New York in a long time, so visit my family while I'm up there, do a little tour, and then go to the con, take my daughter, let her see the cosplay. And they got a couple of events, man. It got one December 7th, or next Sunday, in Charlotte. It's a Comic-Con event. It's a one-day event, and I plan on going. I don't have, no booth or nothing, and they don't have nothing available, but I'm gonna go up there that day and pass out cards, talk about VeVe, especially the people that cosplay. So like, they already into it. So it'll be easier to talk to them people. Like, oh man, you like Deadpool? Hey, VeVe got them, and they got the comics. So that's be my little catchphrase. And what I be asking people a lot is like, who's your favorite superhero or villain? And they'll tell me, and I'll be like, you can take a picture with them, right? VeVe got the digital collectibles. You sign up, you get $10 for free. And they be like, oh, for real? Yeah. And then they do it. Like, I had one guy last night, man. I told him about it, and he signed up, and he had his credit card out ready to buy. I said, man, you got $10 free first. Hold on, man. Use the $10 first. He was like, oh man, this thing is so cool, man. Like, and I showed him, I had took a picture of Deadpool in front of the Christmas tree. And he was like, oh, I'm definitely about to buy that one. I'm definitely about to buy that one. So like, he already had his card ready to go. So like, yeah, that's the new member of the VeVe right there. Part of the fam.
when you go to New York, you got to stop by the daCat booth over there. We'll be at New York Comic Con and Designer Con next year. I also am a pretty casual cosplayer. Love the
That's dope. That's
as
dope.
me as Deadpool. I actually got to meet Markiplier as Deadpool. I freaking love that guy. He's so cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of cosplaying. I'm Crow. My friend Lilith is Ruby, and
Uh,
so yeah, you go into these events here. So they're in Charlotte, which I used to be at once a month when I was dating this chick down in South Carolina. I would go to Charlotte, and then anyway, you go in and you do these things. Do you have like a so you have your own code, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you have your do you know about how many people have signed up through the code so far?
Mm, I was looking at that this morning, about how many people, but I'm still kind of trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I know I got over 200 clicks, so like the clicks and the actions
Signing
is
up.
different. So I'm still trying to
Yeah.
figure all that out. But I got like over 237 clicks. So like people like clicking the link. And I'm assuming like from what I saw, probably like I want to say 90 people, 90 actions so far since I started. But like passing out the cars though, I got at least 500 cars out there. At least. Yeah, so like I've been passing them out, and the thing about it, like they're gonna tell like the people who do sign up, they're gonna tell at least one person.
Yeah.
And then that person going to sign up, and then, it's just gonna be a ripple effect, and it's just gonna keep going.
Yeah. There's going to be those people that they'll tell their friends, will be like, NFTs, blah. But on the opposite end of that, on the other side of the spectrum, you'll get people like, I've heard about these, and obviously they're gonna think to the random stuff that's out there and be like, I didn't know Marvel and Disney made these, and then they'll sense that opportunity because yeah, you'll have your finance bros trying to go whatever, but they don't know the characters and they don't know the IP like nerds do, and that's what I saw in Pokemon. So I guarantee you, there's some of these people that you wouldn't have even touched. You'll have touched one person, they'll have touched someone, and it's that person that's going to come in that's like a Dr. Profit level whale, and he'll go in and just be like, all right, I'm all in. I wish they did that in
Yeah.
tiers. Like I do that with DEVVE. Like if I sign you up for the DEVVE exchange, I get like 30% of your trading fees. But if you sign someone up for the DEVVE exchange, you get 30% of trading fees, but I get like 15% of their trading fees. And in which case they and it goes like another layer after that. So you could be like, I have no idea who this person is, but I'm getting like 10% of their trading fees. And I wish we did something like that. Which again, I'm glad that they did this in general, because they didn't have this years ago.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when did you find VeVe?
It was March of 2020. Yeah, 5 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah, it
So
was
that was
March.
March 2021.
No, it was 2020, 5 years ago.
March of 20. So I was not in VeVe. I was not even in Earth 2. So you were in like the Telegram before the app launched. You were in the
No. So when the app launched, it was 2021. Like as soon as the
the
app
app
launched, that when I was.
the app launched in I think November of 2020.
Yeah. Okay, and I got 2021 then because it was March.
Okay.
It was March of
Yeah.
2021.
Oh, you joined it right up.
Yeah.
I joined in February, but I didn't buy anything until like April because I was just like all about the token.
Yeah.
And then so you had what was your first drop? Was it like a Cryptkin or was it a
Yeah.
Powerpuff
It was
Girl?
a crypt.
I love those things.
Yeah. Hey man, that's crazy. Like man, we came a long way. We came a long way.
The marketplace would
Cryptkins, they ain't
close.
had a drop in a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I think the last thing they had was Cosmic Cthulhu like last year, and it was like a thing we were supposed to get from season 1 also. Um, yeah, that was good. I still have. I would love to. I gotta ask them about it. I would love to make like a comic with them. Although, I mean, I guess all of their stuff, like Cthulhu, is in the open. What do you call it? Open domain. Anyone can use it. Same with like Bigfoot. Actually, Cthulhu and Bigfoot are in some of my stories. Um, that being said, comics. What are some of your favorites? Have you read any of the new ones, or are you more of like a just collect the old school stuff?
Um, the last comic I read, I mean, I still buy them, and if I have time, I read. But the last one I actually read was Hit Monkey.
I love that
And
story.
yeah, me too, man. That was dope. That was dope. It was kind of sad, but it was dope though.
Yeah, that's like I thought that was going to do really well too because like I know the physical like I think you can get like a 9.8 for like really really cheap. But I really like the story. They had a thing come out on Hulu. I think it got canceled now, but at the time I was like, bro, they're about to push Hitmonkey. I was like, maybe he's going to be in like Avengers because he does work for Shield at one point. And I was like, okay, maybe he's going to replace like Maria Hill in there. Maybe he's going to do whatever. But they didn't push him outside of that Hulu show that they had about him. And I was like, ah, man, I was hoping that he would go to the main screen, be in like the Deadpool movie, but it didn't happen. Maybe one day.
You know,
My dream.
another character that I thought was going to get a bigger role, that he had a scene. I think it was in Avengers, Doomsday. Not Doomsday, but it was one of the Avengers movies. Um, Howard the Duck.
he he's in so he's in that a really quick for like half a second in Infinity War.
Yep.
He's,
Yeah.
he's in the Marvel What If series. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
He's I don't know if it's season 1 or season 2. Um, so Thanos is teammates with Chitala, and so the Guardians of the Galaxy is Thanos, Chitala, Howard the Duck, and like I think Star Lord, and then like something else. And he's in there and he's playing poker. I was like, oh, we got some more Howard the Duck. This is great. But yeah, I want to see him kick ass because he knows Duck Fu. Like he can fight. Like wait, give us more Howard the Duck. um, that'd be fun. So what's your when you see people at these events, what do you show them? Do you show them Howard the Duck? Or I guess if they're cosplaying, you show them the people that they're cosplaying as.
Yeah. So like I have the booth set up, and I have like magazines. I mean not magazines, but comics on the table of say different comics, and like I have the physical, but I tell them you can get the digital from VeVe, and I show them a picture in my phone of a collectible, and they sign up, and I walk through the process.
I had this would be such a cool thing in San Diego 2022. I see this one girl cosplaying as Elektra, and I was like, oh my god, can you take a photo? Can I take a photo of you with this AR Elektra? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I don't think she knew what it was at first. I take it, I show her this girl named Rachel. She's really cool. Exchange numbers, was telling her about VeVe, and she seemed into it. And then I don't know if it was from that particular one, but she was like really beautiful. So now she's got like 1 million followers on Insta, and every now and then
Wow.
I'll text. I'll be like, hey, what's a good time to come on the podcast? And her other one has like 2.5 million followers. Like,
Jeez.
so I was like, when's a good time to come on the podcast? And then she's just so busy, flying everywhere. I was like, one day, that'd be great if she could be an affiliate, because then everyone would. Speaking of which, have you seen the new Rockstar guy?
Yeah, yeah. Man, when I saw that, I was like, wow, because I be watching him all the time talking about the movies.
I haven't yet, so I'm very excited that he was doing that, because someone from movies old movies like Nostalgia Critic. Have you ever seen him?
Mm-mm.
He's a pretty funny guy. And then for the new stuff, it's I forget the dude's name. Emergency Awesome. I don't know if you've seen him either.
Mm-mm.
He talks about new stuff, but it was good to like, oh, hey, here's this guy. I had no idea. I had no idea who he was making VeVe content, and he's got like millions of subscribers. So I did sub to him. I haven't seen his stuff yet. I watched aside from that one video when they're talking about Sadie Sink as potentially being in Secret Wars and all that. Which, by the way, are you caught up on the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yeah. Well, you talk about Secret Wars, Invasion.
Well, are you caught up to the most recent movie? I'm actually forgetting what it was. But
No, I'm not. I'm not.
what was the last one you saw?
I think it was the. I think it was the event. No. Yeah, I think the Infinity War. I think that was the last one I saw.
Infinity War and the and then Endgame. Those are your last ones.
Endgame, yeah, yeah.
The Spider-Man movie that came out after that was really good. And then Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was really good, and Deadpool 3 was really good. Everybody hated Captain Marvel 2. I liked it, but everyone they thought it was like trash, and I was like, I mean, it wasn't great, but I still liked it.
I think the last one I saw was Deadpool versus Wolverine. That's the last one.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good. I had to go to the still to see that one, man. That was a good one.
This is why I think it's important to go to cons, because we did that in it was July of 24. We actually saw Deadpool 3 as like a VeVe community. We just rented out like a theater, and it was heckin' awesome. So you're definitely gonna go to New York, but not San Diego next year.
Nah, that's not on the list. Not right now. But definitely New York is. So.
Understandable. So you are right now not necessarily at a 9 to 5. You're at like a 6 to 2 job. That's so early. Oh my god.
It is.
But what will it take to get you home from that job? Will it be certain collectibles going up? Will it be OMI going up? What investment needs to take off for you to?
Yeah, both of them are the podcast. I mean, if the podcast start podcasting, hey, yeah, I would definitely be a stay-at-home dad.
There's a video I saw. This is going back. This is going way back, like 18 years ago. There's a video on YouTube called like "This is what happens before like a presidential press conference," and it was from like the Bush era, and they would have like a minute before the press conference, and he's just like stimming. He's just like stimming, and I was like, and I was thinking about making a video of myself doing that, because before a podcast, or unless I'm sick right now, a lot of times what I do is I'll rock out to music, I'll dance a little bit. If I'm feeling a little saucy, I'll do some drinking. But what about you? What happens before a Rising Star podcast?
I pour a little drink. I try to sit down and relax for a little bit. Just turn on, like you said, turn on some music. Trying to get in my little element and get everything set up, man. Because like I was in the process of moving too, so like, that was, man, I hate it. Like I'm just now, like before we got on, I was at the storage unit, and man, I'm finally getting rid of that bill.
So what do you have in that storage unit of yours?
What I had in it, I had basically a whole house.
Dave.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there. But only thing I got to get now is to get that lawnmower out, and basically it.
Nice. So tell me, I mean, you obviously like really cool stuff, VeVe, anime, superheroes, Ninja Turtles. But what is the guilty pleasure of yours? What is something that you nobody knows you like?
Man, being a podcaster, I never got asked that question before. Oh man, a lot of people don't realize like I'm really a homebody, and I just love spending time at home with my daughter and with my family. I don't have to go out. I mean, I don't know, probably because I did a lot when I was younger. Like I used to party like a rock star, like almost every day. Like I used to be the life of the party. And like now people see me and they see, I'm a single dad and I just be chilling and vibing. They be like, "Hey, you don't calm down." I'm like, "Yeah, once you get older, things change." But yeah,
Have you ever?
a lot of people don't know like I used to party a lot, man. Like a lot. Like sometimes 7 days a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ever read the Fruits Baskets manga?
No, I haven't.
It's about this girl that stumbles upon like she's like homeless and she's washing her clothes in like this river. But the river is on the Soma estate. Soma is the name of the family, and they like take her in, and she finds out the family's like cursed, where if they hug a member of the opposite sex, they turn into their zodiac animal of like a dog or she. I was like, oh, that's cool. And she's got this friend named Arissa who's like a kind of like their version of like a gang member. And her mom, so this girl Toru's mom was like the leader of this gang like 20 years ago or whatever. And she's like a legend. And then Arissa like sees her like, wait, your mom's the red butterfly? And then she's like just folding laundry and she's like, I'm so disappointed because she's like her idol. She's like, you grow up, you have a kid, it's
Yeah.
fun. I've seen these memes of, or I guess TikTok, TikToks of girls that are just like, yeah, I'm a retired partier, but every now and then they rise like a phoenix from the ashes and they're like on the bar, they're doing like they're double fisting drinks. And I was like,
Good
yeah.
times.
What would
Might
it
wake up
take?
with a headache though, but good times.
What would it take for you to come out of retirement for one night to like go like you came to an event and
Yeah.
we're very professional, very nice, but what would it take for you to go like and double fist some drinks?
Oh man. Whoo. Man. I don't know if I still got it in me.
Bro, all we do $1. All we do $1.
uh,
We're doing that stuff.
yeah, man. I don't know, man. Maybe in New York. Maybe in New York.
Well,
Might
we
have to
got
get
about
wasted, man. Might have to get wasted.
10 months. See what we can get Omi up to in that time.
Yeah.
We'll try. We'll try
How
our
do you
very
feel
best.
about Omi being on Kraken? About going to be on Kraken?
Oh, I can't wait. There might be a little bit of sell the news because we've had a lot of people stacking down here in the 0001s and 0002s, but they're also there's probably going to be some cross trades because some people that just follow crack. I'm like, what is this? Let's see some buys, and then again, big American exchange, and I feel like a lot of people don't, or a strong minority of people that know that Omi's on Coinbase, but they're like, well, they don't have an order book, so it's not a real listing. So they like don't use it, even though you don't even need crypto. You could just have the US dollars. Like you'd wire in like 20K. I wouldn't recommend buying 20K at once because you'll just pump the price. You'll only get like 15K worth. But it takes 12 seconds. You just go on and go to buy a Comey and it does it for you. I don't know which aggregator they use. 1inch, maybe it goes to Uniswap or whatever. But you can still buy it. It's just the fact that it doesn't have an order book. So I think because it'll be on Kraken that'll have that order book, you can buy, people sell orders. I think that gets some people to buy as well. And then there's some people that they wanted to wait to get Omi until it's on a exchange, and most of them probably have Coinbase, so they'll probably have to make a Kraken account. They'll try to wire money in. They'll hold the money for 7 days. So I think we probably see a couple of weeks of buy pressure consistently from it, and then Kraken's. I'm not sure what their marketing campaign is. I'm expecting just like hey, this week we're listing these tokens, and Omi's just going to be in there. But maybe they make a post and they say like, here's why we're listing Omi, because they've delisted a couple of other coins because they just had an IPO get approved, and in order to get the IPO approved, they had to delist tokens that had lawsuits against them. So I think there's a chance that they say like, here's why we're listing Omi because it does X, Y, and Z, and here's what it is, these licenses, and that would be really cool if they did that. Then I could say go up. What about you? Do you have a Kraken account?
I don't. I use Coinbase. I was on what that was BitForex.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I got my tokens off there, but yeah, I was on there. It took a process, took a little minute, but they gave them back to us. Thank
Yeah.
God.
So, do you have a gold and silver logo?
I don't. I don't. I don't.
I
Not yet. Hopefully one day I'll be able to acquire one, but no, I don't.
I believe we can try. So it's now 15K on the app
Ooh.
and 13K on the stacker. Um, so I just got a message from someone who's just like, "What's with the gold and silver logo price?" So I had a message back. It was just say like, a couple buys at 5K plus, then a bunch of delistings, um, and yeah, but yeah, that's wild. Um, Favorite Grail on VeVe?
Um, depends on what you consider rare. Tired Batman.
He's definitely
I mean,
blue chip.
I don't got it, but what do you consider a grail?
Well, yeah, that's hard because it used to be I would define it as something that's worth like 10K and above, which now the only two things that are worth it is like secret rare miles and like the gold logo. But I would say something that not even like blue chip, something that's like Todd, like Riso, even Superman that's like $150, but which sounds insane because he was at like several thousand last cycle.
Yeah,
But but it's something.
I had two Supermans at one time. I don't have none right now, but I was playing a flip game. But I'm gonna acquire him again though. That's one I gotta keep in the stash. I have in the stash. But I got like I got a Miles with the hoodie, not the secret rare,
Yeah,
but got the hoodie
Miles
Miles, Grogu, um,
Grogu's good. Um, oh yeah,
Venom.
I have no idea what this means. We're both Israelites. Does it mean like we're citizens of Israel? I I currently am only citizen of the U.S. I was citizen of Peru, but then to join the military, they're just like, you ain't gonna be citizen of Peru if you're gonna join. I was like, ah, fine, okay. Um, so that's yeah. When you get on the podcast, what are some of the heavier things that you've discussed on there? Have you had people from like North Korea or Israel and the Palestine conflict? What are some of those things that are not necessarily about collecting that you've gotten the opportunity to talk about?
Oh man, life, man. A lot of people come on and they tell their story about where they came from to where they at today. And I done heard some stories, man. It was this one cop. He went to domestic violence call, the son call. So he went over there and went to see what was going on. And he hear a bunch of rattling, boom, boom. He look in, he see the husband hitting on the wife. So he busts in the door. He pulled the husband off the wife. How about the husband jump on his back, start hitting him?
Did did he get him? Did
Yeah,
he like?
he pulled the husband off the wife. The wife jumped on the officer back and started hitting the officer.
Damn.
Both of them got locked up.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah. That is wild.
Yeah, that was a crazy story. That was one of the craziest one I heard. I was like, that's crazy. So like now the son traumatized because like I called a cop to try to stop my dad from hitting my mom. Then my
No,
mom hit the cop.
no, they're both in jail. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I I don't think I got a couple friends that are cops. I don't think I could ever be a cop. One, you just get like lied to all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't like that. And two, a buddy of mine had a call that there was this lady across the street from like a grocery store, maybe a convenience store, not whatever, like place where you can get food. And I like, yeah, I think someone's robbing the place. There's lights going on and off, and I see like shadows of people that are going there, and like, all right, so he checks it out. Um, his partner stays down at the bottom in case they try to run out while he's like up there searching, and there's like no one there, And then when he gets back down, there's like this figure that's like that's like looking at them with the lights on in the back, and they're like, I just checked, like I just checked, like so they both go up and they're looking for this, and like, and they're not seeing anything, and then they go back down, and then same thing, like same thing, and they're like, what? So I would think ghost. I would not go in. I would not even be like, yeah, all clear, we're good. But apparently it was this homeless woman that was living in the convenience that nobody knew. She would hide in like some like crawl space in between, like when they were there, when like people were working and stuff. And then while they were up there, what she was doing is there was these like lamps that were coming to hang down from the ceiling. She would climb up on like the shelves and then hang on like the lamp like upside down, like the lights. Yeah, it
That's
was
scary.
yeah, it was really crazy. I don't want to deal with that. That they do not. Nope. Not my thing. So what's the local lore like when you're down where you are? Is there any like spots of like Kripkins, or is there any like, yeah, there's one dude, there's like a serial killer like 20 years ago and he's still on the loose?
Um, nah, nah, nah. I don't know, man. I mean, it probably is going on, but I just stick to myself, man. Like I say, I got a busy day, so like I really work, grind, work until VeVe OMI take off, and then I can just say I might have time to listen and entertain that. But besides that, man, my life is stuff. Even my mom says she like, you so busy, like how you gonna have time for a girl, a female? I'm like, she gotta make time for me. She gotta fit in the schedule.
Uh,
Sometimes.
I was I spent a week with Crypto Rain recently, maybe like 10 days, and he's got a pretty awesome family. He's got a pretty sweet home life. And one of the things that him and his wife are doing, they're just like kind of parenting the son about just certain things. I was like, oh God. And I know they've been parents for, better part of a couple decades here. But I was just like, I could never, at least at this time, be like so like articulate and so professional and so like together when talking to like a kid about things that I think matter. And did you always have that? Does that something that just kicks in when your kid's born, or is it like, okay, something that you have to learn over the course of X amount of years? Also, how old is your daughter?
My daughter is 9, and man, what I've learned, man, you learn something new every day, and it was just a learning experience, just trying to do the right thing and figuring it out. Like that, what I did, I just took risks and figuring it out, and just keep trying. That's one thing you always got to do, just keep trying. You can't never go wrong. You can't never be wrong if you try.
Yeah.
So I just keep trying.
There's a movie called Then and Now, um, where Brendan Fraser plays like this soldier. It's not really, it's about like a bunch of girls doing like girl things, but Brendan Fraser's like this Vietnam vet, and the girls are just like asking him questions. They're like curious. And he said something that I wish I knew when I was your age. I think the girl's like 13. And he just said that, parents aren't always right. um, have you ever realized that, like, maybe I told her the wrong thing and now I realize it's the right thing? Like, how did you handle that situation?
Yeah, I done been wrong a couple times, and she'll be like, "Daddy, I told you." I'm like, "You was right. you was right. Hey, I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. And, I just had to bite that bullet and apologize. I was wrong. You was right."
That's cool. That's big. I did not have that when I was younger. I maybe this is why I remember these freaking quotes. I think it's the first, or maybe the second, might be the first Dr. Doolittle, where Eddie Murphy's talking to one of his kids about like, stop these experiments. Like these are childish, they're foolish. This girl's like doing an experiment on her guinea pig, not like a mad scientist experiment, but like just like whatever. And then
Yeah, I remember Dr. Doodle.
and then she gets all upset, and then the grandfather, Eddie Murphy's dad, he's like, "No, Maya, don't stop the experiments." And he looks at Eddie Murphy in the mirror and he's like, "Sometimes it's daddies the ones that need to change." And Eddie Murphy's like, "God damn it, you're undermining my you're undermining my authority." No, I am Peruvian and
Respect
Inca
my
Indian.
authority.
Bro, so we have the South Park Agoro stuff that's available. I'm curious when we have Paramount. So when how much you spending on South Park if we get them?
Oh man, I gotta get the whole collection, man. I gotta at least try. I mean, cause
Yeah.
like I had want to get, Michelangelo. I had to go for the drop, because I'm like, if I get this, special edition, man, boy, that right there life changing.
Yeah, yeah. Boo says, Randy Porter, I'm Peruvian and Inca Indian. What about you? Where do you hail from?
Oh, Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah, born and raised, man. But I reside in Columbia now, though.
Nice. I enjoy all those places. I was in, I forget where Greer, South Carolina. It's a very
upstate.
Yeah, very small. I my This girl that I was dating that was there, she's like, yeah, when I first came, I like loved it. There was like no one here. We didn't even have a Walmart. And then like,
you're in the sticks.
Yeah, she loved it. Like it was a super small airport. And because like there's no direct flights there. I have to go to like Charlotte and then go into that airport. But she's like, yeah, now there's like a Walmart and there's like it's too people-y. And I was like, oh, I wish you would have told me, because then we could like buy the land and then just buy by the hectare, sell by the acre. And she's like, yeah, I feel like a lot of women don't get investing as much. Speaking of which, what is your criteria for settling down? Or when do they have to be of a certain mindset of into investing?
Of course. And like, man, I learned that over time, because I'm about to take you way back. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got some time. Yeah. So my child's mother, when we first my daughter was basically, she was like 1. And when I first got into crypto, and I'm gonna tell you how long I've been in. Bitcoin was $500. Ethereum was $8.
Oh.
So I had, it was like, which one you gonna get? Bitcoin for 500 or Ethereum for $8? Of course, I went with Ethereum. I'm like, I can get more. So I had 50 Ethereum, and that I got in like at the right time, and it started to pump. And she just didn't get it, because I was like, okay, we got this cushion right here, but I still need you to try to get a job. I gave her a year off. I was like, okay, you get a year off. If you find something working from home, cool. If not, you got to get back out there. We got to get it. She didn't get it. So we ended up breaking up, and the money that I did had, I ended up had to spend a lot of it in lawyer fees to get custody of my daughter, to get a lawyer and all that. I went down that pipe, but if she would have just stuck it out, man, I would have, because like Dogecoin, I had like over $500,000.
Oh.
Yeah. And something told me to just hold on to it. I was like, because like the guy who told me about crypto, he was like, oh, Dogecoin ain't gonna do nothing. It don't serve no purpose. And I never did my research. I was going off of what he said, because he got into it before I did. He was telling me. But something told me to like, man, just hold on to it for your daughter. Maybe I'll do something in the future.
Yeah.
I wish I would listen to myself. And I got that same gut about OMI. So I'm just steadily accumulating, because like they got the license, brands, and I look at it as, okay, VeVe got Marvel, Disney, and all this. And granted, the value of their NFTs is not where Bored Ape Yacht Club at. A lot of people don't know about Bored Ape Yacht Club, but the value is high. A lot of people know about Spider-Man, Batman, Deadpool, and the volume is low. So just imagine when people from up here come down here. These collectibles gonna be worth way more than that board 8. So I'm just, that was my mindset at right now because I will not miss this next wave. I miss Dogecoin, but boy, man, what a ride.
There's I think yeah, I always point to Jeremy Pador's story where he put I think I think $10,000 or $20,000 into Apple in like 2000, and then in 2002 it was worth like 12K, and he's just like, bro, it's been a couple of years not doing anything, and he sold it, and by 2022 it would have been worth like tens of millions of dollars. So he's just like never again. So that's why he's held OMI. And as long as the company is making money and they are still disruptive and they're still in a industry that will transition to have hundreds of billions of dollars go into it. Yeah, the thesis hasn't changed, so I'm very excited about that. Cardinal, the vacations geared towards women, marriage geared towards women, going out in general geared towards women. Almost every guy I know wants to buy food, drugs, alcohol, or investment of sorts. Yeah, well, women are actually the spenders in the economy. Like they tend to dictate where the money goes for the household. So if you get women on board, they might give 5% of the budget to VeVe. So this is why women are important. Well, they're important for other reasons too, but
also I want to mention it got this big event coming up in January, and it's going to be in Columbia. It's going to be at the fairgrounds. It's called Central Comic Con, and they're gonna have a lot of celebrities there. They're gonna have Mick Foley. They're gonna have the Hardy Boys. They're gonna have I forgot her name. She was off of Charm. She was one of the witches.
Oh, Viper.
Not Piper. No, not. Yeah. I think it was Piper. Yeah, they're gonna have her. I don't know. You probably looking it up right now, but
I am.
yeah, they got a list. The Blue Power Ranger.
Piper. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
She's hot. Oh my gosh, she's hot.
Oh,
I had a crush on her when I was younger. Oh,
I still have a crush on it.
But yeah, that event, man. I'm trying to get a booth there. And I don't know if you saw the girl Sasha. I had put her on the VeVe. She's a model and singer.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to her about coming. She said she'll come if she's available. So I'm gonna have her try to work the booth with me. Because, like, granted, you saw how it was at Decon. Like, all the people coming up to the booth, like, and that was just me at a little, collective expo. So I could just imagine with all these celebrities coming, I'm gonna need help. So I asked her to come and, give me a hand, and she said, she don't mind. So hopefully I'm working on that. That's gonna be a big event. Very big.
I can't wait. Oh damn, she had Holly Marie Combs, she looked a little different. But it's okay. She's still Holly Marie Combs, still love her. Still awesome. That's true. On Cardinal Ghost Slayer, we do splurge. I splurge a lot. I feel like sometimes I'll be like, I want to watch this movie, but it's $4 to rent versus, oh yeah, I'll buy this NFT or crypto for a couple thousand, wild times. I know you got to bounce soon. So let's, anything you want to say before we talk off camera for a minute?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Anything you want to say before we talk off camera for a minute or end it?
No, I'm good.
All right. So hang on tight. We're gonna talk backstage here, but everyone, thank you for joining. This has been a great episode. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. We love y'all. This has been great.